Hello, Alex from AB Concrete. This is Joel from Magnet Marketing SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. Now, I don't want to waste your time, Alex. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. At the end of the video, you want to hear more information. Let's set up a 10-minute phone call to talk. If not, no problem. Take the tips we're going to give you today, and you guys could apply them to your site. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about is content. So just looking at your homepage, we're going to scroll through here. We got a little bit of content under your company overview. We got some of your services there. Let's see, we have a little bit here. Okay, so you guys probably right now have under 100 words of content. Ideally, what I was looking for was about around 1,500. And the reason that we want 1,500 words of content is that, first off, 99.9% of companies do not have that. But the bigger reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords you can put in and keyword phrases into that content. And that is what is going to get you found on Google searches. And that's what's going to bring the visitors to you. Also, it does help you with Google because they do scan through your content. And not only are they looking for keywords, but they do want to see more content. So I just put in as an example, concrete contractors, Pittsburgh, PA. And I figured you guys were close enough to Pittsburgh that I could use that, as an example here. So first thing you normally would see would be ads. And the reason for that is basically people pay to be seen first by new customers to bring them in. It does work. Otherwise, nobody would buy ads. But it looks like nobody in your area has them right now, at least the ones that go on the top, like the Google guaranteed ads. The search that I put in the keyword, this is something that a new customer would put in. There's no name, obviously. They're just looking for a concrete contractor. So what we're seeing second here is the map section. Top 3 companies show up here under the map section. And this is like a preview screen. You can view all. We have 4 here because this one is an ad. And no matter how many ads there are, there'll still be the 3 like organic ones that naturally would show up. And these are just based on citation, which is when you get your company name, address, and phone number listed together into a directory site. And these are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. All right, and then let's scroll down here. Next, we have the organic section. This is where we start to see companies showing up with their websites. You will have a couple directories slipped in here as well because they do rank pretty high because they cover every area of expertise, not just concrete contractors. So these don't show up in any, this is not a random order. This is all based on the formula or the algorithm that Google uses. And one of those we talked about is content. One is keywords, one is citations, right? There's a lot that goes into it. But if we were ranking this keyword, concrete contractors, Pittsburgh, PA, number 1 for this search would go to Home Advisor. Number 2 would go to Better Business Bureau. Number 3 would go to Yelp. These are all directories, right? Number 4, another directory, Concrete Network. So it's essentially a concrete directory, right? So these 4 all are directories. Number 5 is our first actual company. Joseph Palmieri Construction Company. So what I want to do is I'm going to take your site, right? AB Concrete LLC. And I'm going to plug that into a program I use called Ahrefs. And this just kind of allows me to look behind the curtain and see kind of what's going on with your site. Where are the strengths? Where could there, be improved a little bit, right? So if you think of the internet as a popularity contest, whoever has the most votes is going to get the most attention. And in this case, it's going to be views and visitors to your site. And of course, for you guys, getting people there, that's what's going to create the calls and everything. So I do see, first of all, before we get into that you guys do have a header on your page. So good job with that. It's a way to get in some keywords and your company name, which you actually have done here with AB Concrete LLC. You could even combine the concrete in Pennsylvania and say like concrete contractors Pennsylvania, and that would be like a pretty good keyword that you could be searched for. And so getting back to just the popularity contest, right? So you guys have 3 referring domains. Those are just websites online that have links on them. When people click those links, it sends them back to your page, right? Your AB Concrete. And so these 3 referring domains or websites are sending you guys back 85 links. So you guys can do the math on that. I mean, it's almost 30 per page. It's probably like, what, 26, 27 per site is sending back to you guys. Right now, and you guys can be found for 6 keywords into Google searches or any other search engines. And those keywords are what really do bring you the traffic. And your 6 keywords are what's bringing you the 20 visitors. And this is on a per month basis. So you're getting 20 visitors per month. So let's take a look at your keywords and let's kind of find out which ones are doing good, where your traffic's coming from. First thing we see is your name here, exactly, AB Concrete. 150 people do search this, so it's a good one, right? It's a lot of volume, and you guys are number 2, so that's really good. So I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the top 10 results show up for each page. So for any keyword that you do put in or you want to, rank for, you want to be in the top 10 because that's where the traffic is. If you're on the second page, it's not going to happen. After that, really not going to happen. So for AB Concrete, that's your name. That's people putting in your name. They know who you are. That's going to be your referrals, repeat customer. Maybe they saw your sign, a truck, anything like that, and put it into Google to find out your info. So being top 2, that's excellent. Next up, AB LLC, 20 search that. You guys are number 40 for this one, unfortunately, though. So like we talked about, that's going to put you at the bottom of the 4th page, not going to help you with traffic. And we're not seeing you getting any from that right now. Let's see, Quality Concrete, Pittsburgh, 20 search it, 52. So again, it only really, you guys go down the chart from here a little bit. So any of these, you're just not going to be pulling in as much. Looks like you're getting all of your traffic right now from your name, AB Concrete. That's where it's all coming because you're ranked from here. And these ones are just too far back. So as an example, right, let's just take a look at Joseph Palmieri Construction here and take a look at what they've got. 21 referring domains to website, sending them 284 links back to the page. They have 89 keywords they can be found for, and that's sending them 80 visitors to their site per month. So imagine the amount of traffic you guys are getting in phone calls, multiply that times 4, and that's what they're getting. So just imagine how that could change your business. And to be honest, 80 is not even that much. Once we look at these, we'll go through that, right? So concrete contractor, Pittsburgh, PA, great term to bring in new customers. This term alone has 150, right? So that's why I said 80 is not all that much. This is 150 here. They're ranked number 5, so in the top 5, which is good. But if they were in the top 3, they'd get a lot more of that. But with 5, they are getting some visitors from it. From there, then we have concrete contractor. So that one was contractor. This one's contractors. Pittsburgh, 100 more search it like that. They're number 4 for this one, so top 5 at least. They're getting some traffic from it. Then we have, let's see, the same thing, but with PA, with the S still on contractors, 100 more, number 3. So that's really good. So basically you want to have a mix of term keywords that bring in new customers, but you do want to have your own name as well. Like they have Palmieri Construction 40, and they're ranked number 2 for their own name, which is pretty good. But the key that you do see here, if you look down, they're ranked pretty much in the top 5 for all of these keywords, except for maybe this one, Concrete Pittsburgh. So that's why they're getting a chunk of all that traffic that you're seeing here. And that's how they're getting those 80 visitors to their site right now. So guys, just imagine 80 visitors, 4 times what you have now. Well, let's say it's 100, 5 times what you have now. How many more calls, how many more estimates, how many more jobs landed will that bring you guys? Just think about that, right? That's what we want to do. We want to give more content to your page, more keywords, and get you there. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Like we said, take these tips and apply them to your site if you want. If you want to hear more information, you're interested in potentially talking more, we'll set up a 10-minute phone call. The only thing we do ask, we will follow up with you either today or tomorrow or the day after, just to ask what you thought of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.